I'm going to walk you through what are called jackknifes. This is another way for you to engage your whole body in an attempt to elicit muscle activation. I like to use the word elicit because it takes our brain to create a contraction. Don't need to do this move to have the world's best physique ever, but it is something that is kind of a testament of your control and how well you want to be able to show how you can slow down and feel your body, okay? So I'm just gonna show you. It's quite difficult for many people because you have to have a decent amount of understanding in this region. You also have to have good strength and flexible wrist, no pain in the wrist, good strength through the upper body. Then you kind of attack this region with control. So if you did the Swiss ball walkouts and you're starting to feel confident there, then we can walk ourselves out.
Walk this ball back a little bit, okay?
Just for sake of this video so you can see me. Now, I could let my hips kind of hang like this, but I'm gonna pull them up into gravity. If I stayed here for a minute, that would be hard to stay engaged. I could stay here for as long as somebody bet me I could stay here. This is a different deal altogether, right off the bat. I'm gonna focus on the posterior tilt of my hips and then the flexion of my lumbar spine. And I control that back out. Again, I'm gonna try to tilt my hips a bit and then flex my spine hard and then control that back out. I'll do two more. Tilt the hips best I can, flex my spine as hard as I can, and I want you to notice that I'm up on my toes and my hips are in space. They're not sitting back on the ball like this. That's where I find that most people go wrong, is they kind of sit back here and then they'll use their hip flexors a lot. And all that's really happening is my shoulders starting to talk to me a little bit in a good way. But I'm gonna do, let's say, two more here. Tuck. Hips tilt, flex my spine. And then dismount. It's nice. It's probably a better place to start a session with instead of necessarily finishing a session with. If you're finishing a session with this, it probably was a bit more of a core and probably some cardio session. If it's after a strength session, maybe you didn't do enough strength, if you know what I mean. But you can kind of see the action that it takes, and I'm lacking a little bit of oxygen, you can hear that. And I feel my arms and I feel my core. So here's another place where you can use this ball at home to just practice body movement, okay? Again, this is not gonna get you a six-pack. That's lifestyle stuff, okay? I'm gonna try to put more information out there for you guys. If you're interested, please like and subscribe and comment. I'm interested in expanding my own mind and potentially making you think a little bit differently about this thing that we're carrying around, which is our body. Amen.